Good morning, everyone. It's Rita here, and I'm just going to do a little craft with me organization video. I have this, what I call my digital kits. So what I do is whenever I download a new digital kit, I put it in this book. I don't have them all in here because it takes a lot of time for me to do it, but it is easier for me to look through here like the pages of a book versus going on my computer, trying to find it, open it up, then you can't see anymore because you have to close that file and go to another file and open it up so you can see more. There's a lot of vendors, a lot of designers who do several pages and only put like 4 images on each file. So I did find a way though, if I take if it's like 4 or 5 files and they're all in different file folders, I guess you call them, I don't know. I copy and I paste them all to one folder, if you see what I'm saying. That way, when you go to print them, you have all of them. Now, some of them won't do that. Some won't work that way. But if they do, I love it, because then if I just go to Adamo Prints, for instance, I can get all of her in that kit on one page, and I can print the whole entire kit at one time without, going back and forth, because my memory is bad and I can't remember, did I print that journal card? I don't remember that. So, you have to go back and look at your papers. So anyway, just to get going here. So this book I made a long time ago, and it was, I think it was Lee Crafts Cafe, where I originally, he didn't do this, but he originally made a book like this. So, here I have, for instance, Antique Paperie. So everything in this little part is from that digital designer, okay? So it could be anything, but I can jump through it and I quickly say, oh wow, there's some script writing, I want some of that. So then I could go to my computer and look at Adamo Prints and then find this kit. And I usually write the kit down. It was misfiled, so it wasn't, not hers, misfiled. I don't know. Great example. So here's Aged Wildflowers, Adamo Prints. Actually, I have, oh yeah, that's Antique Paperie. And then so on. So I can just browse through this and I can find, I don't have to do it page by page. I can just flip. Or I'll say, I can remember Collage Type had a kit that I liked the blue. So I'll go to Collage Type and then I'll look and see if I can find a blue kit. Yeah, see, I didn't know that was hers. I thought that was Janie B's. So, it's hard to tell, but you can, do that. And I just write down what I use this for the reading journal, faded floral add-on print kit. Then here's her door kit, door and windows, rulers, and so on. Okay. But like you can see, so I've labeled most of them in here. I have not sorted them. I want to make another one because I'd like to do A through L and L through Z book. That way, So it's this one I did not make exactly right, so I'm going to try to make one correct this time because I was just playing. So what you need to do is, let me throw these in here. And also when I print in wallet size. For instance, these are all the pages in this Crafty Cat collection, that digital. I print all of the pages in wallet size, and yeah, and that way I have a view of each page, but I don't have every single page in there. I just have the wallet, like these are the wallet size, or these are wallet size maybe, or 4 by, I don't know. I can get, on both sides, I think I can get 8. And then, yeah, these are wallet size here. I'm just going to show you. I also do it if it's a big kit. These were, I believe, an Adobe file, PDF, and I think I just sized it down really small to get all of it. These are the thumbnail ones. So if you don't need to see really close up, you can do them in thumbnail and get them on less pages. Here's all. So I'll do one side, I'll flip the page over and print on the next side. Okay? So, and then if it's the kit that, for instance, this is Journal Boat Blue Mementos, but let's say I want to look at this spring one that she has in here. So all I have to do is pull it out and look at it. And then I'm done looking at it, I can stick it back in here, just like that. Because I have elastic in these signatures. Okay, I hope you got that. If you're interested in making something like this, you might not be. All right, I cut a cardboard box. It was vanilla ice cream cones, and it had a nice big spine on it, which is what I wanted. So I cut it down to, well, I cut 6 1/4 inch from the line here, the spine, and then the same on this side, 6 1/4 from whatever you had in your spine. And in this case, the spine is like 3 1/8. Then height wise, I cut the whole thing to 10, and I was going to cut it shorter here, like maybe where's the page? Here's one. So if the book is closed, see that? I feel like I've done it too big. This is not too bad out here. The 6 1/4, but the 10. But I have to put some eyelets in, and I feel like maybe I should cut that down. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it down. Oh darn! I now have to get my cutter. Let's see if my cutter will cut it. I changed my mind. I did cut my other one at 9, but if you don't leave a room to put the eyelets in, you'll have to end up wrapping it around the spine, which you can do. I've had this a long time and it's still fine, but it would be nicer to have, you know, the eyelets. So let me just cut it down a little more. See if this will work. So if I cut it at 10, if I do 9 1/2, that leaves me 1/4 inch for each eyelet. I don't want strain on and pull the eyelets out, but let's see, if I just leave it 1/4 inch, I barely can get an eyelet in there. So let's do 3/8. If that is 1/4, that's 1/2. So let's do 1/2 of that. Let's see if I can get that straight. So you can decide how tall you want your book to be, depending on what you're going to store in it. You could put all kinds of things in there. Doesn't have to be pages, kit pages. In fact, I'm going to do one with, I do have one that I have, what do I have in, oops, sorry, everything's falling off my shelf at the same time. This one, I just put extra pages in there, and then I put my ephemera pieces. I haven't put them in, you can see. So I was adding pockets to the bottoms of these, or I think maybe it was I have 2 of these books. Anyway, you can put pockets here, and then you can stick your pieces in that you want to remake your ephemera. I just haven't got around to it. I don't have time. Or I paper clipped to the pages some ephemera, because I didn't want to glue them down or anything, because, yeah, here, I put like this postcard. So this little guy here has the instructions. I'm probably going overboard here, I'm sorry. But anyway, I just wanted you to see that there's other uses. I can't get that back up. And then I have one also that I just put book pages in. All right, I cut that down, right? Let me see how my page looks. What did I do with the page? Oh. How do I lose things like that? All right, now let me look. I thought I cut it. Did I cut it? Maybe I didn't. All right. I guess I got sidetracked thinking about the other book. I feel like I cut it already. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that's probably going to be okay, I guess, because the eyelets have to go right along the edge. All right, so let's see what. Now, this is just for me, for my own personal use, so I don't really care what it looks like. I need a spine in here to add a little bit more strength. And doesn't matter what you use for that, any cardstock or anything. I just happen to have the same width left. Okay. Now, normally I would cover this. Let's see, normally I would put some fabric underneath this and then cover this and glue it down. So, because I want the fabric to give the strength right here. So let's get some fabric. Actually, I need to cover it first. All right. I'm not going to worry about covering the inside. I'm just going to cover the outside. So I've got this map, and what I was planning to do is just kind of collage it on there. It's a copy dyed map. Ooh. change my mat again because the other one was shiny. And it has a glare in the video. So I wasn't happy about that. And I'm not going to worry about getting it. I want my edges glued, but the rest of it I'm not too concerned. Just a minute, I'm on video. My granddaughter's here. We're going to go thrift store shopping when I get done here. Let's see, I really would rather make sure this way. Don't stomp like that because you can hear it loud. You were.
No, it wasn't.
All right. Let's see, how long have I been on? A few minutes. I thought, oh, I could do a video because this is going to take no time at all. And then I had to find paper. I had to, you know, all that stuff. All right, so let's just trim this away. You could fold this. You know what? I think I'm going to fold it over the edge. Very much room to fold it. So you could make any journal like this. This one you would have left enough room to fold it over. Any journal cover. I'm going to use my little one because it doesn't get over so far. I think that just adds a little bit to the edge. I'm so glad, you know, it's like these are the kind of things that you don't get around to doing. So I'm glad I'm doing it now. I tried to get my granddaughter to make it for me, but she didn't want to. I thought it would be good for her to learn how to make the cover. She has made journals, so.
I didn't feel like it.
Yep, she didn't feel like it. Okay. All right, so that's that. At least it's going the right way. Of course, at this point I could turn it, but it is going the right direction. All right, so I'm going to put an additional spine in here. I don't know, it's kind of strong, but I think I'll put fabric first. And I'm not going to go up here with the fabric where the eyelets are because I feel like the fabric will be in the way. And I pre-ripped this. This is from Hobby Lobby, this fabric. All right, so that's Ocean. Just make sure we're going the right way. this glue stick works great on fabric. I really think, the best is to actually sew it if you're going to use like this. But I've had pieces that I've made with fabric and it's still the same. Oops, I cut that a little too short. Oh well. Okay, now I'm going to put the spine. No, that's too long because, oh, I guess it could be taller. Yeah, it could be. So we have more eyelid space. All right, I guess I should cover this really quick. Get some coffee dye that I can use. I guess there was no other part of a map left that was, this one is, I'll have to use that for scrap. Doesn't really matter. Let's do it here. Let's do it here because then there's that little fold. Gosh. Okay, I left some around the edge. Well, that worked out. Cut these off, the little corners here that will miter. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's the back. I don't want to ruin this side of my map because I use it to cut my fabrics, like when I'm doing quilt stuff. And I've got to go get a quilt that I'm working on. I'm not quilting really anymore, but I promised this quilt, I don't know, before COVID. And today, then she finally texted me and said she had everything ready, and so I had to help go, and that's what I'm going to do today, is go get this stuff. It's a t-shirt quilt, and they mean a lot to moms when their kids grow up and be successful, and he is successful. I hope you're seeing everything else in my camera. I bumped it again. Okay, so there's that. it. I guess I'm going to do it right about that way. I'm not going to glue up there where the eyelets are, because I don't think I want that glue on my eyelet thing. But I do need it along the edge here. Keep picking up the same glue page. So you can use, you know, you can decorate this with anything fancy that you'd like, or just a bunch of junk. Cover it with newspaper, or I pulled out some calendars that I thought I would use, but I decided I like the maps, and then so the calendar parts I can actually put here, which I don't need to do that right now in this video because you don't really need to see that. I think I can do that after. So what I need to do now is mark where I'm going to put the eyelets. And I kind of want to make 5. Yeah, I think I need at least 5. So let me see what this is wide. This is 3 wide. So 1.5 is the middle. And I guess we'll just go out from the middle. Can't even see it. I have a red pen. That's what I need. Sometimes pencil shows better. Oh, let's see. That's going to be... I don't want that one. I don't want the eyelets so close together that they bump into each other. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the same thing here. It's a little smaller down here, but it's okay. One, two, three. Okay. Now let me test the page again. So if our eyelets are right there, they're a little too low, so we're going to have to move them up to here. Okay. Whoops. Well, I can see where it's going to go. Okie doke. So I'm not going to put all of these in right now. I'm just going to show you one. So I'm going to punch right there. It looks like I can use that little bit as a guide. Okay. And I want these to go from this side so they'll look better. And if you don't have eyelets, you can just poke holes in it. And you could probably put some rings around it, you know, those reinforcers. Okay, so there, we're gonna put evenly spaced, but as long as it doesn't run into that eyelet, we should be okay. You might want to draw a circle around the eyelet if you can. I don't know. It might be kind of hard to do. But you probably, let's see if you could just, let me get my, I'm just going to see if this will work. So you can see it needs to be like there. Yeah. So that'll give you a little bit of leadway as to how far your eyelet can go. So that you might be able to put more, because the more the better. I moved it. All right. Well, it still gives you a guide. You could do 3 this side. So, all right. And then the elastic. This is at all fabric stores. Some people buy it in big rolls online. I never used it before, so I never bought it. So, let's see. I know there's a hole there. And you want this to be fairly tight, so you don't need that much elastic, because the elastic will stretch. Okay, I could have left that in there. So when you figure out how long you want it, then you can go ahead and cut all your pieces of elastic. That way you don't have to waste any. Okay. Oops. Just like that. And I pull it really tight. There you go. Put a little glue there if you'd like, because you might want to cut your, these shorter. So if you just put a little tap of art glitter glue there, that'll kind of secure that. So now you can size your papers in just like that. Perfect. You see how the eyelets are right above the paper. So you can put 10, 15, 20 pages just on this one tie. So, and then it'll stack up on your shelf. And you could put this one I'm going to put a round eyelet. Let me show you what I did. I have a Cricut. So I took my Cricut. I got so tired of trying to center these little policy envelope closures. Let me get a pokey tool. Oh, that wasn't very smart. Put a rubber band around it. So I just made a little dot right there in the center. And then all I have to do is, on the back side, I wouldn't use the ones that I've already cut out, because I cut out over 100 of them. But I would take plain ones that I've already, that I could punch out. This one is colored, but I still have this back here. So I still know this is where I'm going to punch my hole. Okay? And then when you set it on your book, it'll be in just the right spot. I thought I'd use something a little more colorful than that. Plus, well, I could put that on and then put the paper. All right, I've got to go. My granddaughter is just about a butterfly. She wants to. Well, I don't like butterflies because then I put the brad in there. You can't. The butterfly gets kind of taken away. But I want something a little colorful. There's a good backing. It's already made. Oh, I'm gonna do it anyway. The butterfly. We'll just. Okay, so you can take solid ones. Once you have your one with your little hole in it, you know. That's my butterfly. That's too many. All right, well, I'm just going to use one with the hole because I don't have my punch. Okay, and then I'll put this one on. So I'm going to put this at the center, so it's 9 1/4 high, which I was going to do originally. 9 1/4, so that's 4 1/2 is 9, so 4 1/2 is pretty close. Close enough. Okay. Just gonna put a little dot there. So I want to put a hole there. And oh, I thought it was too far. That's close enough, I guess. Okay, let me get a brad. I'll use a real tiny one. I didn't really want to punch a great big hole in the middle of the butterfly. And the holes that I did make are not, well, it doesn't matter unless I send you some. But, well, that's good. The holes I made are very small, so you can make it however big you want, but at least you know where the center is. I don't know. It drives me crazy to try to find the center. Just push that down, get that tight. Okay. So now I could take a piece of elastic, or I could just take a small string and just wrap it around if I want to keep it closed. Okay, my other ones, I never even close them. All right, so I hope that gave you an idea. And like I said, you can make any journal this way. You could put beads across this elastic if you want. You could get black elastic. I don't know about other colors. but using up scrap paper really didn't take long to make, and then I'll cover this. So thanks for watching, you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.